What's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend today. I'm doing pretty well myself, can't complain. And this video, guys, is all about Alibaba. But before we start this video, I want to let you guys know about our Discord channel that we have. We have almost 200 members in it, and we discuss things from stocks and investing and the different plays we're making throughout the day. If you guys want to join, it's free to join. The link is in the description below. You can come in there. You can chat with me and some of the other good traders that we have in the chat. So more than welcome if you guys want to. If not, totally fine as well. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. So today is all about Alibaba and why I decided to put a stake in the company. Now, Alibaba is a growing e-commerce giant in China that is also transformed into something else, almost like a mini Amazon, if you will. Now, the reason I talk about mini Amazon is it has a lot of the same things as Amazon. As you can see, it has its digital media, it has its international e-commerce, and it has its cloud computing, and then obviously its commerce in China. So it's doing basically the same things as Amazon in China, which China is a growing economy, and actually the only economy that has managed to grow its GDP level in the Q2 of 2020, which is incredible. All the other top countries in the world, including the US, GDP actually fell, whereas China's increased 3.2%. So China's clearly doing pretty well right now, and I think this is going to equivalent well to Alibaba, which, as you guys can see, this last month has taken a serious hit, down over 15.5%, mainly because of the tensions in China that have been happening, and also this. The Ant IPO, which Alibaba owns a 33% stake in, that was supposed to go public, got shut down by the government because of the speech that Jack Ma, who's Alibaba's CEO, said. He basically criticized the financial regulators in China, and basically said that they need a new financial platform that would extend credit to lower income customers who lacked sufficient collateral. So he basically spoke out against the government, and they shut his IPO down. So that was huge, obviously, because as you guys can see, Alibaba makes a lot of money off of Ant. Obviously, they're still going to, but they're not going to make as much as they could have had the company gone public. Because obviously when a company goes public, it gets an influx of cash from new investors, which helps out obviously Alibaba, who has a 1/3% stake, or 1/3 stake in the company. So as you guys can clearly see, Ant represents 4% of the net income for Alibaba, which is pretty cool. $752 million in US dollars, or 5.32 in the yuan. But it's crucial because Ant is a huge thing for Alibaba, and Ant is growing at an extremely high level, and which is really good because Alibaba keeps that stake. So if Ant increases and continues to go up, well, they still have that 32% stake, which means their stake is increasing significant. So people said the bottom line of this, basically from this one analyst on the Motley Fool, basically says Alibaba is still growing at a healthy pace, and analysts expect its revenue and earnings to rise 44% and 31% respectively this year, which is obviously really good because you're growing at that fast of a rate. It's obviously very well good, and obviously, like I said, the Ant IPO is definitely disappointing, but it shouldn't impact Alibaba's near-term growth. However, investors obviously got to be careful of the Chinese regulation as they gradually tighten the screws on Alibaba and scrutinize its long-term expansion plans. So, a hitch in the road, but this stuff happens. And that's why the stock justifiably dropped from well above 300 to now 260. This is a great price. If you look at it in the last 3 months, even in the past year, as you guys can see, it was growing, and even in July, it was like exactly where it is now, like 261. And then it's managed to climb its way all the way up to the high 300s. I don't know what the year high is. I think about 320. And now it's at 260. That's a pretty significant drop off. And I think it's a little oversold. And so I went ahead and sold a put on it and locked up 26K in collateral on it. But I like Alibaba, and here's why. So how we were talking about the GDP growth? Well, this is also a good thing because as the Chinese economy is growing, people have more money and they're putting more money into the economy. So, and Alibaba is a big part of the Chinese economy. It's the Amazon of China. Now, I wanted to show you guys a couple things which I found very, very interesting. If you look at Alibaba's valuation compared to some of the other big stocks like the FANG stocks, it's surprisingly how well it compares. Now, this evaluation, let me go over it, is forward PS, price per share. And using this multiple, Alibaba is very undervalued at this. As you guys can see, the only one that has a better forward PS than Alibaba is Amazon. So Alibaba's is 5.3 and Amazon's is 3.46. But some of the other big ones like Microsoft, 9.16, Apple 6.16. Now, these are some implied share prices based on this valuation, with the median being 346. So obviously incredible upside for Alibaba with this specific indicator of valuation. Now, another great one to look at is this is my favorite, forward PE, price per earnings. Now, this is really interesting to look at because if you look at Alibaba's forward PE, 21.53, which is very, very good. That's probably the best. That's the best out of all of these stocks. And that's really, really good. Now, based on this metric, Alibaba, the median share price that it would be is about 351. So, obviously comparing very, very well to all these other companies. And it has a lot of growth ahead of it. So, based on another metric, Alibaba is considered very undervalued at this port. And then the last one is a different type of valuation. This is the EV/IC. Nothing, this is more short term. So, or this is more very, very long term. And as you guys can see, based on these statistics and metrics, median of 480. But this is, like I said, long term. So, they're undervalued in every aspect. And as you guys can see here, based on their estimates, Alibaba is continuing to grow up very linearly, which is very, very good for the company. So, overall, I find this a very, very good play. Obviously investing in Chinese companies is very, very risky, but also if we do have a Biden administration, Biden is going to be a lot more lenient on China, which will make China a better investment play than like someone under Trump, who we've had a lot of issues with China. So, you got to be watching these things, but bottom line is China's economy is growing and Alibaba's undervalued. That's the main thing right now. And based off, these future metrics, within the next 10 years, you're looking at 101% upside, average, which is really, really good. So I like Alibaba. I put a stake in it. And I'm hoping that Amazon can fly soon, and I could reduce a little bit of my position in Amazon and actually go a little bit more into Alibaba because I really like Alibaba for the long term. If we also look at Alibaba's valuation and their current PE ratio, it's very, very low. You're looking at a PE ratio of only 26.29 and a market cap of $705 billion. So it's clearly very undervalued from where it is, but, a lot of people are saying this is an amazing bargain right here, and I believe it is as well. And it's why I put my money into Alibaba, and I'm hoping I can put even more money into it. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Alibaba. I'm very curious to hear because, I think it's a great company, and I normally don't invest in Chinese companies at all, but I feel like Alibaba is an exception. So, guys, have a wonderful weekend. We got the giveaway winner being announced tomorrow and a special challenge that I'm going to be putting together for you guys to be able to win some cool prizes as well, because I know you guys love, interacting and, showing off your trade skills. So we're going to do like a little paper trading challenge, and the winner's going to be able to get something pretty cool for that. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you subscribe. It's for subscribers only, so make sure you subscribe to that so you can be entered in to get these the giveaways and these challenges. So, and plus it just means a lot to me to see you guys are subscribed. It means you enjoy the content I'm putting out, and it's like a little reaffirmative to me that, hey, people are actually enjoying this content and, they're into it. So, guys, do me that favor. I'll very appreciate it a lot. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next video. Take it easy, guys. Bye.